This is how it's going to work. We're going to start with the whiteboard. Then I'm going to teach you all the concept, all the theory, and then we're going to go back to the computer and implement the actual code. So if this is sound interests you, stay along. So today we're going to talk about data structure. If you can remember, in our last class we talked about Python strings. So I'm just getting tired of editing all those animations. So if you are the fan of the animation, so please, now we come back to imagination. This is the traditional way. So I'm going to teach you the traditional way. So today we're going to talk about data structure. In Python programming, we usually, before we go into that, let's talk about what is data structure in Python programming. Yeah, data structure. What is data structure? So data structure, look at it in a way that in your programming, if you have a lot of data, you have like a lot of data and you wanted to organize those data so that you can work with them very effectively. Let me ask you a question. Do you know how Facebook can be able to search from billions of users if you just write John Wick? And do you know how Facebook can be able to look specifically to John Wick in just a matter of minutes? Is because of data structure. If they do not organize the data in a very good way, finding John Wick is going to be a nightmare for Facebook computers. Because when you write John Wick, then the computer will go on and start comparing. Okay, is this Ali? We start with letter A. Usually the computer will start from the beginning. Is it Ali? So imagine your computer will go on in a thousands and billions of information just looking for a specific one. Imagine how long it's going to take. You don't have that time to wait for the computer to finish processing. So, but with the help of data structure, those computers can be programmed to work very efficiently and very quickly. So let's see an example. This is the data I'm going to write. Yes, you can be able to see it. So this is the data. Imagine, look at this as a box. So I put this box in a stack on top of one another, and then look at this, and this is another box, and this time around I put the box in horizontal. So let me ask you, imagine in this example, in this one we have like 100,000 of boxes, and I ask you to take out second to the last one. How will you be able to do that? For you to be able to do that, because we don't want you to mess up the data, you have to go from the top of those 1,000 boxes and then start taking from the top, put it in the other side, and then until you come to the second to the last, and then you pull it out and you go and work with it. You see, it's going to take a lot of time. But what if I do something like this? I organize it this way, and I ask you to pull out the second to the last. Imagine this is the second to the last. What you just have to do is just go to the second to the last and take it out. You don't need to remove this, remove that. No, you just go to the second of the last and take this one. But in this case, you have to remove all the top one and then look for the second to the last. So you see, based on how I organize the data, it becomes easy to access or harder to access. So this is the importance of data structure. By learning data structure, you're going to know, okay, how to organize a very large amount of data so that it's going to be easy for computer to access. So I hope you understand this example. Let's move on. So now we understand what is data structure. It's just a new way. It's just organizing the data and make it very easy for computer to access. So now we have different types of data structure. So you all know that in this coding journey, I'm going to use Python programming. I'm not going to use any programming because Python is going to be easy for you, especially as a beginner. So I'm going to use Python. So I'm going to use the example of Python here. So let's stay tuned. Even though you are not learning Python, it's going to be very helpful in another programming language. So types of data structure in Python. So we have two types of data structure in Python. We have the built-in data structure, and also we have the ABD data structure. So what is ABD? ABD means abstract data structure. Abstract data structure means other structure that is not come with Python. That's the external data structure like array, stack, queues, and other. You have to import them from other libraries, or you have to create them on your own. So these are the ABDs that I'm talking about, and that's why I write a lot. Yes, we have a lot of ABDs out there. So, but in Python come with those data structure, come with list, tuple, set, and dictionary. These are the data structure that Python come with it. So whatever a programming language come with something from the creator of that programming language, we call it built-in. So these are the built-in data structure. These are the built-in data structure of Python. So we have list inside the built-in data structure, tuple, set, and dictionary. So now let's look at this list and understand how it works. So all of those data structure that you are seeing, list, tuple, set, they have their own way of organizing data and accessing data. Like list and tuple, they somehow organize data almost the same thing and also accessing it the same thing, but they also act differently. And set and dictionary, they also organize data differently. So let me give you an example. Let's say this list organize data like this, one after the other. This is how it organizes data. And let's say this tuple is organized data the same thing with list. And this set is organized data but not in this kind of format. It's organized data like this. So this is how set organizes data. You can see the data is not organized. How can I access a simple data? Because it's not organized. It's just like we are just dumping stuff into the trash. So you see, if I ask you to go back to the trash and look for it, the trash is messy. So it's going to be very hard for you to find. So this is how set stored its data, and this is how list store its data. So now let's look at the list. We're going to learn about list. We're going to learn how to create and do stuff with list. So let's go.